How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a great night last night. This year is going to be amazing for Marvel fans, for DC fans, and we even have Season 2 of The Mandalorian coming out as well. So this video is going to be a little different than normal. I'm just going to talk about why Phase 4 and this year of 2020 is going to be so important to the MCU, who is coming to the MCU, and what is coming to my channel in 2020. And of course, I will announce the Infinity Gauntlet and G Fuel giveaway winners at the end of this video as well. So lots of major things are going to be happening in 2020. I know I talk a lot about things that are coming in Phase 5, but there really are a lot of really important things coming in Phase 4. Now, there are a lot of possibilities for these upcoming movies and shows. It's looking like the beginning of Phase 4 with Black Widow and the Falcon and Winter Soldier series is going to be setting up the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts are a really awesome group, and this is really big because the MCU at the start of Phase 4 isn't going to have an Avengers team. Disney CEO Bob Iger has already stated that in Phase 4 we are living in a post-Avengers world. So right away when we start off with Phase 4, there's not going to be an Avengers team, but what looks like is happening is the Thunderbolts are being set up. There's also evidence that suggests that Black Widow could possibly introduce the very first mutant to the MCU. That mutant is Ursa Major, and this will start the mutants being in the MCU, which would eventually introduce the X-Men. And this leads us to the Eternals. The Eternals are another team. We don't have the Avengers, but we are getting many different teams in the MCU. Not only is the Eternals going to be a completely different MCU film than we've ever seen before, but they are also probably going to explore mutants as well. The Celestials are godlike beings who created the Eternals, and how the Eternals were created were essentially genetic mutations and experiments done on humans. The Celestials created the human race, and in turn they created the Eternals and mutants as well. At least that's looking how it's going to be played off. So these three movies in the start of 2020 and Phase 4 are going to be incredibly important and are going to set up the future of the MCU. Phase 4 and 2020 are going to be absolutely incredible for the MCU. Same thing with my channel, I have lots of big plans for 2020. I've written down a bunch of ideas that I have planned for 2020, and I've listened to a ton of audiobooks about YouTube. And in fact, I'm going to be doing a challenge issued by Audible. The challenge that they have issued is to listen to 3 audiobooks by March 3rd of 2020, and if you do that, you get a $20 credit for Amazon.com. Many of you have asked me for YouTube advice before about starting channels or helping current channels, and if you want to do this challenge, I recommend listening to YouTube Secrets by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis. I just got done listening to this channel. Sean Cannell is well known in the industry, and it's great information for people who want to start a YouTube channel or to help grow their own YouTube channel. If you want to listen to this audiobook or do Audible's challenge, you can do it for free because they offer a 30-day free trial. And if you're an Audible member, you get access to 3 free audiobooks a month. 1 audiobook and 2 exclusive Audible originals that you can't hear anywhere else. You can go to audible.com/cosmic wonder for the Audible 30-day free trial. And they also have a lot of audiobooks about fitness, about finance, really whatever your goals are for the new year, they have an audiobook for it. So again, you can go to audible.com/cosmic wonder for the 30-day free trial. And I'm also going to be starting a personal channel pretty soon where I'll talk about YouTube and give advice on it as well. So stay tuned for that, but let's talk about the rest of Phase 4. It's sounding like Shang-Chi is going to be an absolutely incredible movie. But from everything I've heard so far, it doesn't sound like it's going to connect too much with all of the other MCU films or shows. However, something major that is happening is we are going to have 2 different Disney Plus series and 2 different MCU films connect to each other in a major way. Each film or show is going to severely affect what happens in the films or shows to come. The WandaVision series, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the Loki series, and Thor: Love and Thunder are all going to connect to each other in a big way. The WandaVision series is going to truly introduce the Scarlet Witch. This has been confirmed. They're going to call her the Scarlet Witch for the very first time in the MCU during this show. We're also going to really see her be an actual witch. Of course, she got her powers from the Mind Stone, but in the series, we're going to see her tap more into her powers. We've already seen leaked photos that show the Salem witch trials and that show a character that is widely believed to be Agatha Harkness. Agatha Harkness in the comics is the one who teaches her and trains her how to use her magical powers. And then it looks like there's going to be a major villain introduced in the WandaVision series that is going to tie into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This could be Doctor Doom. Dr. Doom's mother was a witch, and Dr. Doom himself goes on to eventually become one of the most powerful sorcerers the world has ever seen, and it has been reported that Dr. Doom is making his way into the MCU soon, being built up as the next big bad villain. And actually, I forgot to mention that in the Eternals, Tyrant is supposed to be introduced as well, and Tyrant was, once upon a time, a herald of Galactus, who is supposed to be set up as the next main big bad as well. There's supposed to be two big bad villains. But then going into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, this film is supposed to be an extremely important film. Kevin Feige himself has recently came out and said that this film is going to introduce characters that they've been wanting to introduce for a very long time, some of whom are widely believed to be mutants as well. I actually was given a really awesome inside scoop about this from Mikey Sutton. I'm posting a video about it Friday, so be sure to look out for that. But Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to completely change the way the MCU is. And like I said, this is going to go on to affect the Loki series, Thor, Love and Thunder, and even Phase 5, Phase 6, all of the future phases. The MCU is really getting more exciting than it's ever been before. So my goal is to bring you new, refreshing videos about the MCU and of course about other superhero topics as well. I've been doing a lot of origin videos lately, tying in links to origins in the comics, and a lot of you have said that you've really enjoyed it, so I'm going to try to do more of those videos. I'm going to actually start doing some fan fiction on my channel. The Marvel What If series is coming up, and it's really cool to kind of just say, well, what if this happened? And I think it would be kind of a cool way to geek out with each other and talk about what we think would happen if certain things went a different way in the MCU. And I'm also going to be starting back up my podcast. This may be a live podcast set on a certain day a week, and I'm going to try to have special guests appear in each podcast. And I've also started a Discord that I'll be sharing with everybody soon so we can all engage with each other as one big community. But alright, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Infinity Gauntlet and G Fuel giveaway. Just to reiterate, 3 runner-up winners are going to receive a tub of G Fuel and an Infinity Shaker. And then the grand prize winner is going to receive an Infinity Gauntlet, an Infinity Shaker, and a tub of G Fuel. I'll draw 4 winners from the website. The first winner will get the overall grand prize, and the next 3 will be the runners-up. Alright, here we go. There was a total of 2,013 entries, and the winners are... Congrats to Aiden Spencer, you have won the Infinity Gauntlet along with an Infinity Shaker and a tub of G Fuel. And congrats to the Big Bear 2, Suvam, Tripathy, and Joe Corporal. You each receive an Infinity Shaker and a tub of G Fuel as well. Thank you all so much for entering. It seems like you all really enjoyed this contest, so I'll do another one pretty soon. Again, I hope it's going to be an amazing year. I have lots of plans for my channel, also some other channels I'm starting as well, so stay tuned. As always, I want to say thank you all so much for the support that you've shown me and shown my channel, and I hope you enjoy the videos that I put out this year. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.